Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Super Beard Brothers. I'm Jirard.
I'm Alex.
And we are playing through Wild Arms, one of my favorite RPGs of all time.
Something I've literally never played my entire life.
You know, most people, I think, can say the same thing like that, so don't feel too bad.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who missed out, we started out the game with a nice intro. We got to play as Jack, the treasure hunter, which was a fantastic introduction to the game. Now we're going to be doing the girl in the Abbey, a.k.a. Cecilia. So this is a little bit more of a different story. Rudy and Jack, their story is more adventure-based and centralized over in the adventure world. This is more mythological, magic and so on and so forth.
It's the classic scenario from literature of the girl who's, like, pent up and...
Yeah.
Doing magic, and she wants something bigger for herself.
Exactly.
Right.
It's almost like a Beauty and the Beast kind of thing, where Belle thinks there's something more to life kind of thing.
Got it.
So right now we're kind of in a little bit of a nightmare. She's having she's asleep right now. She's experiencing the supernatural visit.
Got it.
Now, unlike her, or unlike the other stories, her combat by herself is not as important. She doesn't really do too much in comparison to Jack and Rudy in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, as RPGs are, it kind of encompasses naming your character in a creative way.
This music is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you already feel something.
It's a weird pose she's in, though. Oh, no. Cthulhu. Could not be more cryptic.
Yep. This scene always makes me feel weird. I don't know what to feel or think about Cecilia and her weird past, or like her weird allusion to being powerful. They refer to her as the innocent one, which could mean like 8 million different things. And Cecilia, class is over, and she wakes up. She fell asleep in class.
Oh.
Here we are.
To me, this is interesting because this is a Western, as far as I know.
A little bit, yeah.
And so it's interesting to see how they're going to mix the Western type stuff with the...
Important element, this is her 17th birthday, by the way.
Okay.
So the fact that these events are occurring on her birthday are not really coincidental.
Okay.
Kind of like pre-destiny in a way.
And she's the princess?
She is the princess of the kingdom of Aldehyde. Aldehyde.
Sounds like a medicine.
Yeah.
Or something that I would pour on my body to clean blood off of it.
She is the princess, and she kind of got sentenced here to learn magic and history, and kind of like it's like a reform school, but for gifted people. So it's not
a reform school.
Yeah, but not really reform.
It's
like Hogwarts in a way of like going to school and like learning great, awesome things.
Okay.
Kind of. That was a really bad comparison. I apologize to everyone watching this. This is nothing like Hogwarts.
Well, there's magic and it's a school, and there's Dumbledore.
Where's Dumbledore?
Right
the
there.
nun?
Yeah. I thought that was a beard.
Yeah, so we are in the Abbey. It's gonna be fun.
Sprint into the wall, just without putting our hands up.
So already, Jack had Handpan.
Handpan, the wind mouse.
She's got the tear, which is like an ancient relic in her family lineage.
And what does it do?
Right now, it just does this animation, but as we go on, it's gonna become a very important aspect for some of the puzzles and doors we can get access to. Cool thing too is that hidden items. Cool aspect of this game. So if you see barrels or boxes, things that don't look like they should be touched or opened, if you press X and approach them, sometimes you'll find something. A hidden mystic apple is kind of like a one-time buff for magic. There's different kinds of apples to make your character a little more, buffer.
This Dumbledore has a pink beard. Whoa! It can allow you to go back in time.
It's the pocket watch, yeah.
That is a huge...
It's really cool, actually, what the pocket watch does. I always forget what to do in these first few steps. Forgive me, guys, it's been a while. So it's just a matter of talking to people.
I like how you, drift around the corners a little bit.
Okay, yeah, so here's what it is. We need to go access the book that the guy was telling us about.
Got it.
We go in here, and good timing. I know you can help me out. I was sorting through the books, I ended up making a mess, and I'm terrible at this. Amy, the magician, has the magic pocket watch, so... Now we go get the pocket watch to reverse. See, This guy's being lazy. He could easily put those books back, but instead he
Well,
wants to
Prince
get
of Persia situation.
Exactly. I gotta love how there's no loading times in between doors. It's like not. It's pretty seamless. Yeah. Now, see, she was talking about
She just warp it onto the table.
showing her what her tool does in comparison to the plot for her is super important.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like Mega Man X's helmet.
Oh yes. Oh yes. How it's like not that important, but it is.
Mm-hmm.
So now, that little present. Bam, pocket watch acquired. Go back in time. Yeah, so some missions later on will require you to use boxes in a puzzle, and if you mess it up, you can easily just boom, wipe away from it.
That's awesome. That's a really like cool feature.
Yeah.
It's problematic because of the scientific implications of it.
Right.
Because couldn't you just go back in time, kill the main bad guy before he's born or something?
I think it's one of those situations where it's limited based on immediacy.
Okay.
Like using it only. I like how it gives you clues based on bracketed words. Keywords are like bracketed or bold.
It's like in Final Fantasy II, the real Final Fantasy II.
Yeah.
Where you talk to people and then you like learn a key phrase.
It's like really important to the aspects of how you progress with the game now. That I cannot tell you. You are summoned by the Guardians to search for the sealed library. Okay, I don't want to be a jerk to the creators of this game, but there's only like maybe 2 libraries in this whole game.
Yeah.
And like we're at the place where we need to be, so it's like obviously we know where this library is. We just have to go to it and figure out how to open it. So we know that the sealed library is over there. Just a matter of opening it up. So let's see. One of these people have the
Lila.
Why don't you ask her? Where's Lila? We know that Ani is, or Annie, whatever that girl's name. So from what we've gathered so far, I believe now that I've spoken the right. This game is. Hey, look at that money.
How did you know about that?
Just instincts, man. Now we're gonna save. Save in the game, yeah, super important.
So many books.
So many books. So many books.
Lift the statues or whatever you gotta do.
It's not lifting them. It's the matter of. I know. Ugh. You hit the switch on the back of them. I remember now. You hit the switch on the back of them, and what happens is it creates the teardrop entrance right here, which will take us to the library. So let's see. See, there's. Now that I've spoken to everyone about it,
now you noticed it.
Yeah. So now I can push it. I gotta make them look at each other. So bam, that one's in place. Fun little RPG little elements.
Classic old-fashioned puzzle.
And now if we hit the switches.
Maybe you did it.
Oh wait, now I think if I do the tier in the center. Yep, there you go.
This is a really weird sound.
Yeah, it is. See, now what it did it. Now the teardrop entrance is available up here. So watch. Yeah. So now the teardrop acts as a gateway to transfer us between like trapped worlds. See, the sexual innuendos just keep going for days.
This is not what I would do if I was this girl.
I'd be like, I gotta open this book. I gotta open the book and find the guy.
I should call like a wizard who actually knows what the hell to do.
Talk to Sister Mary Beardman over there.
Yeah. Albus Beardman.
I love the music in this game. And of course,
that's like the really great thing about like I think the best PlayStation games are ones that are like Super Nintendo games, but like with better production because of how much better the PlayStation is.
Yeah.
Polygons never look super great, you know.
Yeah.
This looks okay, but like I prefer the Super Nintendo look, but that's like Super Nintendo Plus with like the orchestrated music.
Yeah, like I don't know how. I'm trying to think what would be better. Like, can you imagine if they did combat like this? How different it would be if it would be.
It would look like Final Fantasy.
It would.
It'd be great. I would not have a problem with it. Oh, look, a magic carrot. What's that for?
I think it takes care of certain status ailments, or it gives magic back.
What is that sound? Is that her going?
I messed this up. But see, now using the watch, I can reset time. then I gotta hit that. And I use that to open it, and boom, door's open, and here we are inside of the sealed library. 3 books act as a door. They're called the Book of Doors.
The Books of Doors.
The key is the flame. Open the door and light the path. So the key is the flame, meaning we need to burn the books. Very the opposite of what you want to do in a library is burn a book. I like how the atmosphere's changed a bit. There's now
and now you're in the library.
You're now in the library.
This enemy doesn't have a very creative name.
Blue Book.
Blue Book 1.
Freeze. Yeah. A little unfair how a book can just read a spell and do that. Dude, really right now? With all, you're a book. Response rate lowered 50%. Okay, well.
It's always interesting to think about how the different battle systems work. It seems almost like they just like can't do it the same as somebody else, so they have to change it.
They have to be different. Because then the whole time you're stuck thinking, oh my god, this is just like this game.
Capuche.
That's a piece of armor. Headpiece. Bam. She needs it because she is not the strongest of the group.
So now you gotta chuck that into some fire.
Yeah, there is a fire pit in the center of this area that you're supposed to lob through. And, yep, that's 1 book. I've actually missed that and it got stuck there and I had to rewind time. Not fun. Holy Christ.
Gagasan.
This is not good.
Gag boy.
Let's try doing this. I might die right now. I might get game over. Come on. I love the magic animations in this game.
Oh, that was cool.
Boom, critical hit.
Dude, your force leveled up.
Oh, come on. Oh, that was not good. I need to heal.
There you go.
Things are not looking too good for us right now because we need as much magic as we can. This boss coming up is actually pretty tough, considering how weak of a character Cecilia really is.
What are you supposed to do? Like, how is it?
It's just it's a fight that requires you to really be on your A game. Like you need to have enough mana and magic and have enough heal berries to survive, and it does a lot of damage. I mean, I could be all wrong. I could be just guessing at this point. Going off what I remember when I was a kid. I could be all wrong. We'll find out in a second.
I hope you're wrong.
Oh, I probably should have healed. There we go. Little fun fact about Cecilia too is that every now and then she'll do a different celebration pose. So instead of doing the pose with the rod, she shakes her butt and her hand at the same time. Like a little party rocking kind of thing.
Jam.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I always found it really funny. And I don't know what it caused to do that. But I always got a kick out of it.
It seems like this game is fun to walk around in, which is like a problem that a lot of RPGs have. Which is that it's like the overworld is like very empty and boring. This looks like it's fun to move around in, and it's like very detailed and stuff. Seems cool.
Yeah. Yes, I did run away from 3 books.
I'm not judging, dude. It's all good.
Alright, now we gotta find the last book down here.
The chest.
Oh, great.
I can't tell you how much I love this music.
Every time I get into a fight or enter a new area, I'm never like, oh, I'm at this part. It's the music, the atmosphere, everything kind of melded together just keeps you going.
I'm really just attracted to the idea of an RPG set in the West. Oh, what is that?
Disease. Disease is so heal no longer heals me. So I have to heal myself of disease in order to progress.
Wow, that's really annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, and you look just...
I'm like a zombie.
Just horrible. Yeah. You got medicine. That's what must probably do it.
I think it does. Let's see.
Okay. What's in the old Chesteroonie?
Hillberry. Magic carrot. That's more magic right now. Okay, this is...
You got pranked on where that book was.
Yeah, this book, the last book always... I always forget where it's at.
There's probably like a couple people watching this like, no, it's right there!
I know. That's the one thing I've always been nervous about doing a Let's Play show is that
people find out how...
Or just how frustrating it is to watch someone do poorly at a game. You're just like, oh my god, it's right behind you.
Like me dying literally every time in Metal Gear Solid.
Dude, it would be much worse if I was playing, trust me.
I can't believe that I'm dying that much. I'm like good at that game.
Let's see. Yeah, oh, there it is. Look at that. Everyone who's played this game is like, you're such an idiot, Jirard. How could you have missed it? It was right there from the beginning. Bam.
Now there's a boss.
We go to... It's kind of weird. We're in the sealed library going into the basement, and then we go into a like area that's that's like boss specific. So watch. Read the book. It's really interesting what happens. Like
torture droid from Star Wars. Oh, Terminator. Oh, damn. What is that?
And boss fight.
She got tricked.
I'm level 1, by the way.
She got tricked into summoning this giant monster.
Daughter of the way of magic. Become my flesh and blood inside the forbidden book.
Oh, damn. That's so scary.
Yep. Let's see.
Flame him.
Let's see how I'll last. Boom. Oh, there's some decent damage. 37. That's some damage right there. I forget what Mystic does. I'm not quite sure.
I think as long as you keep your HP up, you should be fine. This guy looks like he's wearing like clown shoes though, which is very funny to me.
I forget what Mystic does. I think Mystic unlocks... Oh, I don't think that was worth it. I forget what Mystic does. What does Mystic do? Crap. Counterattack. There we go.
I've never played this game.
I know. I'll read the instructions again. Let's see. Evoke hidden power of an item. So it basically just takes the item and uses it as a special maneuver. So I used a heal berry, which is heal, which is, you know, kind of weird.
You.
Yeah. Not much power invoking there.
Is this dude supposed to be fuzzy? Is that what the idea is here?
I think so.
That's so horrifying. He's got like Goku's Dragon Ball Z like Super Saiyan hair. His horns look like dinosaur tails.
Oh crap, that sounds bad. Oh, ooh. It's not too bad. We're okay.
All right, you gotta heal up.
Bam, bam, bam. Skadoosh. Alrighty. Let's see.
This is crazy. This is in the intro.
Intro boss fight, right?
Yeah.
And Jack, see, that's the thing I said earlier in the other video, was that Jack didn't have a boss fight like this. Like, he had nothing like this at all. Alright, so we're running out of...
And then the magic carrot begins to make sense!
Yep. Now we get magic back to us.
Brutal attack.
She's just so weak, Cecilia, why?
It's a weird thing to put at the beginning of a game. It's just like
right?
Super like tedious, hard boss fight. It would turn me off of the game if I wasn't so into the cowboy aspects. Also, let's talk about this dude's tail for a second. It's literally just a spike.
Is it really? Yeah, it's a single spike.
And he has like clown shoes. Now they look like slippers.
I think they're supposed to be like feet.
Yeah.
Look at that roar,
looks like
man!
A really mad rabbit.
Roar. Luckily, we have enough speed to outrun this guy, or outmaneuver this guy, because the brutal hits he's hitting right now are not a fan of it right now.
This is ridiculous. I think you got to be close to beating him.
Yeah, I mean,
like 2 or 3 more rounds.
Yeah, of course. Brutal attack. I can take one more brutal attack, and I'm gonna have to heal again.
It's okay. You got enough MP.
Yeah, should be all right. Tad bit repetitive in the beginning, but it tends. Yep, see, we killed them.
Oh,
you can always tell you kill an enemy based on if they stop moving.
Stops.
Not even the music, their animation stops.
He just fell down, and there was that spooky UFO music. That was great.
Yeah, I got up a level.
I love this little. Sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean or something.
Yeah.
That's another thing this game kind of feels like to me.
You go pirate on the high seas.
Like
kind of
a
thing.
rollicking, like, rapscallion.
Dude, just you wait. This game.
Cthulhu!
Some people say, I actually read this recently, that people don't like it in Let's Plays when you read the text 100%.
Oh, man, I've been working on... The world is at the turning point. No,
Of darkness yet again.
Of course. We've all played the game,
Well, this actually is one of the few games people have played, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Well, and I guess also, like, you can read. Yourself.
I know.
Wear me as your armor, innocent one.
Yeah, you do get these guardians you can use as armor, and they provide... You can summon them in battle, like a summon, I believe. Don't quote me on that, might be wrong. But the other thing, too, is that you can also equip it for a benefit, so...
like he gives you, like, a stat boost or something?
Yeah, something like that. See, water root acquired.
Pretty badass. Lolithia.
So
Key phrase.
Key phrase, because of brackets.
Oh, she just got beamed out of the temple.
Is that really that? That's it? I remember it being much longer. I guess that's it. Welcome back, Cecilia.
Alas, earwax.
It's like she graduated on her birthday today, apparently. Now it's weird. Before they were like, oh, you can't leave yet. Now it's like, well, you did that book thing, so you're good to go.
You killed the blue monster and the slippers.
And no one knew what was going on.
And now you're wearing the water spirit as armor, so... Might as well just head out.
Yeah, so now what you can do is you can see if you go to equip rune.
Water rune.
See, Sword of Magic went up. We equipped that. Also a fun little thing, auto-equip. Best equips your team with whatever you've got that's the best.
Awesome.
Yeah, so we're going up here now. I'm going to save it just in case. You don't know what's going to happen next, you know?
Yep. Where's that multicolored parrot?
That
there
bird.
It is. What do you want?
What do you want?
An asshole. What do you want?
Now, what's cool about it, and I don't know, this becomes a key element later on, but you do multi-dungeons where you have to split up with all 3 members. And by going to a save point, you may have noticed too, save or change.
Oh, you can go
so you
to
can
another...
change to another character as long as you get to the save point.
Very cool
But in
stuff.
the beginning, they encourage you to kind of finish out each storyline because then it's... You know what's interesting, and this is why another thing to bring up is that Jack is the loudmouth treasure hunter with Handpan. They have this kind of witty banter going back and forth, and Celia's the really reserved, like, I know what I must do, fulfill my destiny, magic. Rudy is like supposed to be like an outlaw, but like Link, he doesn't say a word the entire game. Like, he just doesn't talk.
Weird.
Yeah.
All right.
So we reached the end of Cecilia's story.
Yep.
So when we get back for the next week's episode, we're going to go in and focus in on Rudy, my favorite of all the characters, the mysterious anime character in a way. And
the lone wolf.
Yeah, the lone wolf. And
just like Jirard.
It's just like me. And we're going to find out really why this game is called Wild Arms.
All right. See you guys next time.
See you guys next time. That was Husky Starcraft. That's his thing. I shouldn't have
Later, bro. How's that?
Better.
Yeah, okay.
Better.
Yeah.